What's going on, everybody? I know you're probably looking at this like, wow, we see Tarian's face and he's doing some type of video. Yeah, that is true. And if it looks like I'm sweating in the video, that's because I just got out of an intense leg session with my trainer, and she put me and my the person I train with through the ringer today. So much, in fact, that I almost threw up, which is a first working with this individual, but that means that it worked. But I didn't come on here to talk about my pain that I had to go through, my torture. I'm here to talk about a most recent revelation about the Les Moonves case, or should I say case that most likely won't even be happening. So on my way to the gym this morning, as a matter of fact, when I got to the gym, I was scrolling through my Twitter account, and I saw a lot of tweets that were retweeted from Professor Black Truth. Shout out to him, by the way, because this is actually how I found out about this information. On his Twitter account, where he reposted this article, he retweeted this article, and basically it was saying that Les Moonves, who is the CEO of CBS Corporation, will not be facing any type of investigation or any type of charges from the most recent sexual allegations that were placed against him. Mind you, he just got those charges or those allegations put onto him a couple days ago. As a matter of fact, the day that I did that video about Julie Chen and her side chick ass was the day that, well, the day before that, I think, is when all of that stuff started to come out, when I was talking about her and how, you know, the work she had for Camille Cosby and things of that nature. And I read through the article before I even pushed the record button on this video, and the one thing that stuck out to me was when they got to the part about how the reason as to why they were not pursuing any charges against him. And the reason they said that they weren't pursuing any charges against him was because they said the statute of limitations had ran out. Now, the charges or the allegations, it was said that it was back in the 1980s when it was 6 women that made a claim that Les Moonves had sexually assaulted them or sexually harassed them, or, you know, came on to them in an advancing way that they didn't want. But only 2 women came forward earlier this year. Now, this was back in the 1980s, but with Bill Cosby, they had all these women come out against him dating back to the 60s. And probably, you know, through some in the 70s, some in the 80s. And when it came to him, the whole statute of limitations thing didn't apply. Like, they let that shit run. Like, they made sure to say, oh, Bill Cosby slept with or gave quaaludes, is what they were going, was the running punchline they were going with, to all these women. And, you know, he did all these things to them, and this, that, and the third, and blase. So they decided to switch the rules up when it came to Bill Cosby. But Les Moonves, who is a white man, let's not forget that, and the CEO of CBS Corporation, and I'm sure he's a billionaire for sure, they decided to drop charges against him after only a couple days. But with Bill Cosby, they wanted to run his name through the mud for weeks, months, years at a time, and had no proof. And Les Moonves even released a statement in the article, and I can't remember exactly what he said. He said, in so many words, he tried to apologize, but I didn't really see an apology come from that. Remember what I said, most white people are not genuine when giving an apology. And he basically said that it was a mistake on his part if he made any type of advances to these women, and that's not what they wanted, and that was about it. That was pretty much it. Now, that was a statement he made recently that he most likely would not have made had these allegations not have come forward. Now, I'm not saying, you know, that he, if he did or if he didn't do it, but I know this one thing for damn sure. I'm almost certain that he cheated on his wife, Julie Chen, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did, because he was cheating on his first wife with Julie Chen. way back in the early 2000s. How do you think she got all of them hosting gigs? It wasn't because she was a good host. It was because she was a good hoe who turned herself into a housewife. And I don't think she could have been that much of a good housewife if he's still cheating on her. Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, it's just amazing how all of that works. They said statute of limitations ran out and they couldn't pursue any charges against them, but it's amazing how fast they worked against them. Now, Anthony Anderson is probably the most recent one to catch fire because of some things and whatnot from stuff that happened. I don't know, was it last year? I forgot what year they said it was. I did a video about it. And I think that was all because he defended Bill Cosby. I made that pretty clear in a video that I recently did about Anthony. So I wonder if they're going to do the same thing to him. I highly doubt it, because if they did, they would have done it already. And his stuff came out, what was it, last week, I think it was? I do so many videos, I lose track of the timeline of things that I talk about because I do so many. But yeah, so Les Moonves is pretty much off the hook, but many of you who are watching this video right now are not shocked, nor are you surprised by the information that I'm bringing to you at this current moment in time. Because, I mean, like I said, it's a white guy, and then you'll have some people, mostly white, will say, well, it's not a race thing, it's a money thing, it's a power thing. I said, okay, if it was a money thing and a power thing, then why didn't Bill Cosby get the same damn treatment? Why did they have to drag his name through the mud and whatnot? Then they'll come back and say, well, you can't deny it when 30-something women all come out and they say that they were raped by and sexually assaulted by Bill Cosby, this, that, and the third. I said it's very easy when the women get paid and they get money to lie the way that they did. And shout out to Nicole's view, because she actually went to the trial, so she knows firsthand and saw and heard those women up there lying on that stand. Many of them women that were up there were drug addicts. They had issues with alcoholism, probably in and out of rehab, failed careers. Many of them were trying to get a jump start in Hollywood. That's probably why they were with or getting involved with Bill Cosby, and knew that the man was a married man. And then on top of that, if you knew that the Quaaludes were doing to you what you claim they were, which, by the way, if you look up what Quaaludes are, they are not doing what they claim they're doing, then why the hell would you continue to go back? Like, what rape victim goes back continuously to their rapist, if that's the claim? And then, like I said, it was a troll that came in my comment section the other day when I was talking about Julie Chen and Les Moonves, and it was talking about, well, Bill Cosby is going to jail for rape, this and that third. Mind you, the charges that were against him, rape was not even one of the charges. As a sexual assault or sexual misconduct or sexual harassment is 3 different things set up away from rape. If they was going to get him on rape, then that's what the hell they were going to get him on. And they didn't. The stuff that they unfortunately convicted him on, and rape was not one of them. But you'll have people say that it was, because they want so bad for that man to go down, because of what mainstream media has done and said about him. What? Hold on, I'm trying to get in right quick. All right. But yeah, not shocking, not surprising that Les Moonves is going to be walking away from this, and Julie Chen is going to go back and, you know, continue talking about whatever it is that she talks about and pretends that this should never even happen. But you know what? The fact that he has those claims against him, you know, we should stay on his ass like white on rice. But you know who didn't say anything? That heifer Gloria Allred, or as I call her, Gloria All Bad, that ambulance chaser, her daughter Lisa Bloom. But that doesn't surprise me, because she's the same one that said that she was going to support or defend Harvey Weinstein, and she quickly retracted that statement. Notice they don't talk about that anymore. I didn't hear anything from the Me Too crew or the Time's Up crew. As usual, they are all on code with each other. Now, if this is a black person who owns CBS, or the CEO of CBS, or the CEO of any other thing, they would do everything in their power to bring him down. And I'm gonna use one of Harvey's favorite or least favorite people to talk about, Judd Apatow. You didn't hear from him either. So You didn't hear anybody say we're gonna destroy Les Moonves' legacy. We're gonna destroy Les Moonves' career. None of that. But when it came to Bill Cosby, they were ready and prepared to go in on him. And I say that because Bill Cosby pissed off the wrong you know who. Y'all know what I mean when I say you know who. That's all that was about. So they had to make an example out of him. And it's unfortunate because some black people still don't get it. Some black people are still lost in the sauce. Like they'll fall for any type of trick that mainstream media puts out there, unfortunately. But all I can do, or people like Nicole's View or Lisa Cabrera or True Royal Family, Harvey, I'm gonna still call him Harvey even though his channel's called Your World now. Professor Black Truth, Jason Black, and a host of others who do what we do. All we can do is be the messenger. That's it. We bring to you whatever mainstream media puts out there, and we just put our own little spin on it. Because a lot of times, because you know, mainstream media, they be lying or they be telling half truths. But that's really all I have to say as it pertains to this video. I might do more car style videos, you know, because sometimes there may be topics I want to bring to y'all, and I don't want to wait until I get home to actually record them, because I want to give you my thoughts while they're still circulating in my brain, and then now to give you an opportunity to see my face more often outside of me just doing the movie reviews, because that's like really the only time you'll ever see my face, because I don't even show my face in my live streams. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you can, donate to my channel via the PayPal or become a patron on Patreon. The links will be down below, and I'll talk to you in the next one.